Hello everyone, you have come to Tata Comic Preview channel. Let read together. Have fun. Lu Xia was pushed 2 steps back with a dark face. Whoosh. A youth in gray with sharp features, blue eyes, pointy nose and thick lips, as well as large ears, stood next to Bai Lian. The mood of the other 3 sank. Lu Xia gnashed his teeth. Qi Chonglong. You're out too. Just in time too. Who else can stop your murderous tendencies, Lu Xia? Qi Chonglong snorted and barked at the pair. You two, I know what you've done and Fiending warned me that you'll be up to something. You won't get to touch labor office again. Big words for someone who's alone. You can't stop all of us. Lu Xia glared. Qi Chonglong, it's time for me to take that best elite title from you, here and now. Qi Chonglong mocked. Lu Xia, you've been after it for a while now, a shame you'll never have it. We'll know after we fight. You're no match for me after my seclusion. I will take that best elite title and after the Double Dragon Gathering, I'll become the sect leader's successor. Go ahead and try. Qi Chonglong snorted. The two were at odds, ready to come to blows at any second. Qi Feng and Yu Juan tensed. This was a fight to settle the next sect leader. Lu Xia was always 1 step short of beating Qi Chonglong but had always worked hard to overcome this small gap. The two ended up as Lu Xia's supporters. Give him hell, senior brother. Then they thought better of it. Wait, we gotta go humiliate laborers, not join this bustle. Senior brother Lu Xia, maybe you should first figure out how to get us out, Qi Feng began. A loud bang cutting him off was the answer for him as the barrier above them shook and broke, as the bright sun's rays shined on the 5 elites. Eyes twitching, the 5's hostilities ceased right away. Someone broke the barrier. Whoosh. A thin figure came over while they were still out of it. Pardon me, but could you point me in the direction of Qi Feng and Pang Yujuan? After another round of eye twitching, they looked at the sloppy guy in shabby clothes, carrying a broom and smiling kindly. Who are you? Bai Lian sized him up, but all she got was a first-layer Radiant Stages vibes, and that made her relax. The guy scratched his nose. Oh, where are my manners? I am the boss of labor office, Zhuo Fan. You can just call me the coolest, best laborer the demon scheming sect has ever seen, Steward Zhuo. We're holding an apology banquet, you know? With 7th and 2nd elders already present, how can we miss the stars of the show, Qi Feng and Yu Juan? The feast will never achieve its height without them. So you're that rotten waste Zhuo Fan. Did you not get your face slapped hard enough that you thought to turn the other cheek forward? Yu Juan mocked. The guiding venerables feared that we'll make a scene at the banquet and had us stuck here. Yet you punk, have just waltzed in. You've come right into my lap. You've really opened my eyes as well. Qi Feng pipped in. Zhuo Fan smiled back. I take it that you're the 2 brats. And what if we are? Are you going to bang your head and beg yours truly to go to that dump again and smack you some more? Pang Yujuan snickered. Qi Feng laughed alongside her. Zhuo Fan grinned. Oh, you've understood it all wrong. This apology banquet is for 2nd and 7th elders in particular. Ain't that the same? They're our grandpas and we're the main stars here. Yu Juan stuck her chin out. Zhuo Fan shook his head with a smile. Oh no. You've completely misunderstood me. We're apologizing to the elders alone. Because, you know, their precious grandchildren are about to die at my hand. Zhuo Fan's eyes took on a savage glint, his face hardened as he looked at his prey with a grin. Who? A domineering wave swept everyone, like solidified bloodthirst, like an unending flood coming to drown them, like the world crashing down on them. Their hearts were stricken with utter disbelief at this display. Some fresh Radiant Stage nobody laborer just released a more savage aura than their masters. Who the hell is this guy? The more they looked into Zhuo Fan's eyes the worse they felt, like facing a peak Radiant Stage expert. Zhuo Fan, you 2-bit filthy laborer would dare come to the elite area? Suicidal much? Qi Feng threatened while shying 2 steps away. His cawing had the same tone and attitude, yet even a blind man could tell that he was running away. Why else would he waste time prattling instead of outright fighting? Monologuing only cemented his cowardice, all bark and no bite. Zhuo Fan grinned as he watched them. You two made quite a scene a few days ago at the labor office and even said it was the labor office's challenge. So what? Aren't you apologizing for it? Yuchuan screamed her moral high ground, even while she shifted ever so slowly behind Shifeng. Zhuo Fan nodded, true, I admit to everything. As for what comes next, it's not important. Since you proclaimed that the laborers disrespect their betters, here I am disrespecting you all. By sex rules, when a low status fights another disciple of higher status, the capital punishment isn't pursued. So, are you coming at me all at once or one at a time? Zhuo Fan eyed the couple, holding the broom over his shoulder. Yet those eyes drove fear into the two's hearts. Fresh radiant stage cultivation aside, that thick bloodthirst was a blatant sign of what was about to happen. Zhuo Fan, there may be such a rule, but since it's outside of any competition, they can refuse your challenge. And since you've burst into the elite area, you've broken the rules. It is you who has some answering to do. Lu Xia shouted. Zhuo Fan raised an eyebrow and shook his head. Since he couldn't ascertain Zhuo Fan's capabilities, he tried shielding the couple. By saying this, he was actually alluding that Zhuo Fan would have to fight the entire elite area. Let's fight if you want, but can you take all of us? Would Zhuo Fan shake in his boots due to some scamps? Zhuo Fan put on his most condescending and demeaning smile as he taunted them, stop barking and fight already. Aren't there more of you? Don't worry, I will take full responsibility, since this time, it's the truth. Cocky prick. Their faces shook with annoyance and this comment made them all see him as an enemy, even the earlier infighting stopped. We don't give a flying damn about those two, but how dare you come to challenge the elite area? What do you take us for, dirt? Though he is a weird one. Qi Changlong and Bai Lian looked at Zhuo Fan with hostility. Lu Xia had a smug smile, the fool has dug his own grave by challenging everyone. No matter how freaky he is, no fresh radiant stage cultivator can take on all elites. And when those foolish laborers hear of this, they'll never set foot here. Two birds with one stone. Lu Xia cackled in his delusions as his eyes shone with an eerie green glow. The couple now had some good shoulders to lean on and shed all their fear. Whoosh. What came next were tens of people in fancy clothes surrounding the scene. One of them cupped his hands at them and said, "Seniors, this guy just broke the elite area's barrier. We were just about to capture him, but he moved too fast. Thank you, seniors, for holding him down. Breaking the sex barriers isn't how you challenge one's seniors." Lu Xia grinned, having found Zhuo Fan's weakness. Even if we kill you now, the sect leader can't touch us. Zhuo Fan saw through him and laughed. True, if you can kill me, that is.